Hand care. You've got this guy and this image of this dude's hands. He looks like he's been fucking arm wrestling a cactus. And my hands are gonna look like I've been, you know, fucking fisting a boulder. And it's not painting a pretty picture.
What the fuck though?
Alrighty, the next one is from the good folks over at Modern Monkey CrossFit. I know what you're thinking. Sounds kind of odd. It's because it fucking is. It's a weird fucking name. It's just a weird, like, I know the CrossFit affiliate, like, with 15,000, you guys are having to, you know, it went from everyone just used geographic locations, and then those were all gone. And then people went ahead and, like, animals, like CrossFit tuna, and then it got to, like, animals with, like, verbs, like CrossFit crushing rhinos, and, like, now it all just sounds like XFL teams, and it just, like, it's just ridiculous. But Modern Monkey, yeah, I don't know, let's see, maybe there's some significance behind the fucking name. So we go to the website, Modern Monkey CrossFit, freeing humans from captivity. That's some interesting imagery. Like, I'm picturing all these humans, like, locked in a cage, like, you know, behind their desks or in a sedentary lifestyle. Like, I get the translation. Maybe the imagery behind there should be something that matches it. You have a very, let's call it like a playful, youthful, comic-like font. Like, if you look at the type of font that you guys use here, and it's actually, you have a graphic of a silhouette of the monkey, I would use this slider here instead of just show, it's a clean facility, but it doesn't help the story. You made a very fucking weird but strong statement, freeing humans from captivity. All right, so I'm good with that as long as you can back it up. I would ask a local artist, someone who does graphic design, to create some imagery, maybe a cartoon or some kind of, you know, something that goes across here showing people, you know, stuck behind bars. Have you ever gone and looked at street art? Maybe you go ahead and you find someone that can go ahead and do some, like, street art. Have you guys ever seen these, like, very famous street art renditions where they're normally making commentary on social injustices or racism or equality or something like that? This stuff wouldn't be hard to do. You could find someone do some very cool kind of, like, you know, graffiti-based commentary as humans, like monkeys, sitting behind the desk, you know, hunched over, that kind of thing, and then being freed into your gym and, you know, upright and all that. There's something to be done there, but I just don't think this, you know, this is like a real estate photo. Like, if you were selling your gym, this is what I'd tell you to put up. Nobody gives a fuck. Like, a prospect doesn't care. I think it's nice because it looks neat, like, and organized, but a prospect doesn't give a shit about this. Back up that really strong statement that you've made about freeing humans from captivity. Not your typical CrossFit experience. Now you are making an assumption that I know what a typical CrossFit experience is. Don't do that. What's that phrase? Making assumptions makes an ass out of me, or just, well, just you. I don't know what the fucking saying is, but.
So you're assuming I won't shoot your sorry ass, and everyone knows when you make an assumption, you make an ass out of you. Like, don't make assumptions that people understand that. Tell a story, invite them in. Typically at a CrossFit gym, you'll see this. Here we do it different. Now I know as I slide down here, you come down, Googling CrossFit near me, question mark, here's how we're different. And then I've got these little icons, right? Capped class sizes, fit for life, top-notch coaching, and more movement. Do you really have more movements than anybody else? Is that really something you can say? Oh, listen, the average CrossFit gym has 327 movements. We, at Modern Monkey CrossFit, we weigh in at a whooping 637 movements. Bitches. Like, no, you can't say that. That's not like a thing. What do you mean you have more movements? Like, we borrow and integrate movements and concepts from the world, the strongman, gymnast. That doesn't make you different. You're literally grasping at straws here to say why you're different. Just like and this is why I'm doing the Self-Made Summit October 19th and 20th, is so that people who have a brand, CrossFit or not, can actually come together and meet with people who understand brand and messaging and come up with a concise statement that actually shows why you're fucking unique in your market. Because top-notch coaching, oh yeah, none of the other gyms are saying that. The last fucker, you know, Ironborn Game of Thrones gym, whatever that one was, they said the same shit. It's not a unique sales proposition. At least one that holds up, because everyone else can fucking say it. Capped class sizes. We keep classes small so we can give you the attention you deserve. You know what would have a lot more clout? Is if you fucking told me what you cap them at. You're saying, like, we have the lowest prices. Really, well, what's the price? Like, when you give something very strong like that's your unique, say something. We keep a 1 to 10 coach to athlete ratio. That would actually hold some weight in the conversation of we are unique in the market, we're different than the other gyms. But this is not. This is vanilla at fucking best.
Fit for life. We're not interested in making you a better exerciser. No, you're interested in freeing a bunch of monkeys from captivity, whatever the fuck that is. We want to help you learn and develop your own body so that you're more capable and confident both in and outside the gym. See, this is where I still see, like, I really do like this idea, this modern monkey thing. I just don't like that you haven't taken the extra brand design thought process to connect some of this stuff. Like this Fit for Life, and that we're not interested in making you a better exerciser. I like it, but it doesn't have any punch behind it. You haven't tied it back to the first thing I saw. The first thing I saw is that you're gonna fucking, free me like Planet of the Apes, and now this, you're Fit for Life. You just haven't connected the dots. It doesn't make sense to me. So we scroll down, we get the testimonials. Here's one thing everyone's doing wrong with testimonials. You're actually including the entire fucking testimonial. I know you think that's powerful. It's not as much. Take the sound bite, or if you're going to include the 4 paragraphs that fucking Melody here wrote you, I want you to pull out the strongest sentence, bold it, highlight it, shadow it, outline it, do something so that as I go through, do you think that when I'm busy at the red light and I'm looking up for the gym near me and I happen to get entertained because of your name, Modern Monkey, and I click on this, I'm gonna read the paragraph and a half that fucking Melody wrote? I'm not. Give me the one sentence that speaks to me. You need to highlight something, not just this entire thing. And then at the bottom, like, here's the one thing. The idea of a blog is great for microgyms. Here's for everyone running a blog, here's my fucking advice. Stop blogging about fitness. 1 in 3, maybe 1 in 4 posts should be about fitness. The other one should be about your local community, other businesses, or your members. I look here, and here's the 3 blog posts that you're showing to me on your front homepage. Movement order matters. We spent a lot of time working on getting into good setup position. Wah, wah, wah. Who the fuck cares about that as a prospect coming to your website? If you said nobody, you'd be right, because nobody does care. Nobody. Hand care. You've got this guy and this image of this dude's hands. He looks like he's been fucking arm wrestling a cactus. It's just like all fucked up looking. And that, what, is that an attractive image? Is that something that's gonna lure somebody in? Because last time I checked, the front page of your website, the entire fucking purpose it exists is to lure someone into your story. And so far, I'm a monkey, and fitness for life and movement order matters, and my hands are gonna look like I've been, fucking fisting a boulder, and it's not painting a pretty picture. So then we go to your Instagram page, and I realize that a lot of what you're talking about is like, I think the term would be primal movement, right? Like doing some different, MoveNat type stuff. And I look at this gallery here, and there's some people, like again, you have very unique positions, and I think you're doing that purposely, which I like. You have all these kind of unique twisting and bending and these, tripod type positions. And as I go through, that's one of the things I really notice about this page is that people are in these really weird contoured positions. Could we get some written text on here that talks about it a little bit? The one thing nobody's doing with their Instagram is going long form, right? So I'm gonna plug in right here. This is a recent post that Deuce did here at Urban Movement that takes an Instagram post, which we normally would just, put up one picture and call it a day, and we've created a long form story. Keep swiping left, we have a story to tell. I think you could go ahead and start off with some long form, a question, invite them into the story. Do you have back pain? Have you ever tried this movement? That something like that might invite, then this swipe left and it shows somebody doing one of these cat-cow stretches, and then you could talk about the benefits of doing that twice a day at the office or at home or when you get home from work or before you go into work, whatever it may be. And then we get to your Facebook page, which I'm not gonna lie is I think probably the strongest presence you have digitally right now. And again, I changed this cover photo. I don't think it tells me a story at all. It's kind of a zoomed out photo showing 3 different people looking like very advanced things. This guy's, lunging a house and everybody else is upside down. Again, I don't know who your avatar is, but my guess is they're gonna look at that and think, I probably can't do that. Next, please. What's Orange Theory doing? One thing I like that you've done with your Facebook is what I was just recommending on your Instagram. You've gone the long form. It's almost like a mini blog post. I think this is great. I haven't read through all of these, but as I was looking through it, I really did like some of the context that you put to these posts. The one thing I will say, and I think it's just gonna be an evolution of your ability to create content, these are great, but like if you read the stories here, like I just paused the camera and I went and read some of this, you get very in depth on movement. Like you're talking about some anatomy, kinesiology, you're talking like some jargon. That's tough for somebody. It's tough for them to digest. You need to learn to simplify this down. Keep it simple, stupid. You need to embody that in your copywriting. That's what this is. This is copywriting, long form style. I want you to go ahead and start advancing this. If you're gonna stay so complicated, go to video. Video is able to take what the words don't make sense and make it come to life. We all know that, right? When someone in picture and written word can't make sense of it, you can do it in video so much easier. And video, obviously, we all know is more consumable. People are gonna click on it, engage with it, all that good shit. But start with these more advanced concepts, getting some video in there, get decent maybe with Magisto. I did a vlog on that, or iMovie or Final Cut Pro, whatever you're gonna use. Get some text in there somewhere and start explaining your story a little bit more. I think these are great posts, I really do. I just think that that one singular image doesn't tell 1,000 words. You have 1,000 words and they have an image and they don't help each other. That image is lacking in the guts that it needs, the density to back up this very long-winded story that you have. But yeah, all in all, not horrible. Plenty of things to clean up. You know, could be a little bit better. I love the name. I just think you need to be at the Self-Made Summit. You need to be at the Self-Made Summit, or you need to get with somebody from a marketing, social media perspective, take that course at MICROGYM University, the social media marketing course. That's our top selling course. You need to find some way to take the branding, the design, like whatever made you call it Modern Monkey, and it needs to live, because it's not. I'm not seeing this whole primal movement, free people from captivity and, you know, sedentary lifestyles. It's just not coming through with everything that I see here.